Music can be experienced in many different ways. From a broad perspective, a piece can be appreciated as a single, unified entity, its impact greater than the sum of its parts. But at the same time, we obviously engage with music on a moment-to-moment basis, drawn to those tiny details that can make a passage extraordinary. In this video, I want to highlight some of the most striking of these moments from the piano repertoire. But I won't be doing it alone. Joining me today are distinguished pianists Josh Wright, Hayley Morgan-Miles, and Henrik Kilham, who will each share a favourite moment of their own. Before we start, I have some extremely exciting news. The incredible Denis Zhdanov has just released the Ultimate Technique Rebuilding Course, a comprehensive guide to piano playing featuring over 20 hours of video lessons. I was absolutely thrilled to contribute a set of brand new etudes and studies for this course. And right now you can get a whopping 30% off if you use the code VINER30. Follow the link in the description, do yourself and your technique a favour and sign up now.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Wright and I'm pleased to be contributing to Frederick Weiner's new project. He asked me to share something very beautiful from the piano repertoire and something that I find particularly intriguing. What I'm about to share, I take no credit for. This was originally taught to me by Garrick Olson, who I was fortunate enough to do a masterclass with. It's been over 20 years now, but I still remember that vividly, and the information that he shared with me that I'm about to share with each of you. He talked in this first Chopin Ballade, the Ballade in G minor, opus 23, how ingenious it is how Chopin connects phrases through unresolved harmony. It forces you as the performer to think across the bar line, to think across these rests that we see. So at the end of this introduction, see this, we have to hold this for the four full beats, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 1. And he stopped me there and he said, that's the end of your phrase. So here we've resolved to G minor. So often as performers, we can just get into the habit of playing what Chopin wrote on the surface, which are these little cells. That's idea number 1. This is idea number 2. But if we really look at the harmony, he is resolving at the beginning of the next cell. So here, this is the beginning of the first cell, or the first micro phrase, if you want to call it that. That's the end. Breathe in, inhale, more or less. Little breath, but here's the resolution. And then he extends that, A7, D major, which resolves down to G minor there. Optimism, but this continues on to there. It's still not resolved until here. That was a big paradigm shift for me. So rather than thinking in the traditional way that I had thought about the piece, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which I think we can easily fall into as performers. Instead, I'm thinking of end, new idea, end, little extension of that idea, but then end. Continuing on. I think that adds to the tragedy. It adds to the harmonic tension that Chopin creates, and it's a moment that I continuously marvel at the ingenious quality of Chopin's writing. I hope you all enjoyed that.
Forgive me, because I'm going to commit that all too common crime of singling out the iconic 18th variation from Rachmaninoff's Rhapsody on a Theme of Paganini, because not only is it meltingly beautiful, it's also meticulously crafted. Rachmaninoff employs a range of compositional devices to completely transform the character of Paganini's original theme, whilst preserving its core elements. The first obvious change is apparent before the theme even enters. Expansive arpeggios waft up the keyboard, outlining D-flat major, a tonality seemingly reserved for only the most beloved works in the literature, and a far cry from the source material's icy A minor. Then the theme enters, transformed nearly beyond recognition. Rachmaninoff inverts the melody, replacing Paganini's upward-thrusting phrases with a sighing lyrical contour. Along with this, he employs rhythmic augmentation, stretching Paganini's rapid semiquavers into flowing triplets, further softening the theme's character. All of this is bathed in a characteristically lush harmonization. Like Paganini, Rachmaninoff begins with 4 bars of primary chords, albeit richly embellished. Then, instead of descending through the circle of fifths, like the original, he ascends, building tension and urgency. Just as this harmonic journey reaches its peak, Rachmaninoff shatters the cycle with the tonic minor, hands down the best chord in this video. And an imperfect cadence, beautifully setting up the impassioned restatement of the theme.
Hello everybody, my name is Haley Miles, and today we will be taking a quick look into Liszt's show-stopping piece, his Rhapsody Espagnole, and in particular, his brilliant use of the Jota Aragonesa. So, what is a Jota Aragonesa to begin with? It is a lively, energetic dance, often in 3/4 or 6/8 time, originating from northeastern Spain. I want you to envision dancers having the time of their lives, lots of percussion and guitars. In actuality, the theme is quite simple. But it's what Liszt does with this theme that makes it so special. After introducing the theme, Liszt begins by adding a small embellishment using thirds in the right hand. Then he decides to make things a little more difficult for the pianist by incorporating a descending chromatic line. And Liszt takes it up another notch by using triplets in the right hand. When I play this passage, I can hear the stomping of feet, tambourines, and then a flourish of a guitar. After all this excitement, it makes sense to have a moment of calm. Which also gives us the chance to breathe as pianists. Liszt takes the secondary theme, modulates it, and gradually comes back to the primary theme with, of course, a run in the right hand. Why not? And just like that, we're back to the main theme, but in a different key. This may be Liszt's greatest strength as a composer, in my opinion, his ability to take a theme, to twist it, to transform it until it's almost unrecognizable, And then to bring it back, it's like its own masterclass in musical transformation. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Happy practicing.
Arpeggios is an indispensable texture in piano writing. Typically you start at the bottom and go up with chord notes, and it's great for accompaniment because the higher strings resonate well with the lower strings, like in Chopin. But then Johannes Brahms thought, what if I turn it around completely? And he wrote this intermezzo in B minor, opus 119, number 1. So it starts from above and just goes down in thirds, but every new note makes it into a new chord. So it's a B minor, then with the G, get a G major 7, then with the E, get an E minor 9. Then next bar, this is a C sharp a diminished triad. It feels like first, then the A, so A7, with the F sharp, it's this tense F sharp minor 7, flat 9, which resolves when the D comes to a D major 9. It's quite unintuitive to write this way for piano, and Brahms says in a letter to Clara Schumann about this piece, it's raining dissonances, and to play it very slowly cannot be stressed enough. Every bar and every note must sound like a ritardando, as if one wanted to suck the melancholy out of each and every one. And I think this clever texture, where he fuses the function of melody and accompaniment in this arpeggio turned upside down, really creates some unique and amazing nuances in piano writing. Brilliant move by Brahms.
Huge thanks to Josh, Haley and Henrik for sharing their wonderful insights. Be sure to subscribe to their channels for more wisdom and inspiration. And now I want to hear from you. What are some of your favourite moments from the piano repertoire? Let me know in the comments. I don't get to upload very often these days, but if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.